Iran versus USA. How did they become enemies? The complete story behind the conflict. What if I told you that one of the world's most dangerous rivalries didn't begin on a battlefield, but with politics, revolutions, and decades of mistrust? How did two countries that were once close allies become bitter enemies? Could a single mistake trigger a conflict that would affect the entire world? And if a full-scale war ever broke out, who would win? In this video, we'll uncover the history, the turning points, and the possible future of the conflict between the United States and Iran. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Friends before they were enemies. Many people don't know that before 1979, Iran and the United States had strong diplomatic ties. During the reign of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, Iran was one of Washington's closest partners in the Middle East. The United States supported Iran economically and militarily, while Iran played a strategic role in the region. But beneath the surface, dissatisfaction was growing among many Iranians. Political repression, economic inequality, and resentment toward foreign influence created the conditions for dramatic change. Chapter 2. The Islamic Revolution. In 1979, everything changed. The Iranian Revolution overthrew the Shah and brought Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini to power. The new government rejected American influence and declared a new political direction. Later that year, Iranian students seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and held dozens of American diplomats hostage for 444 days. The hostage crisis transformed relations between the two countries and marked the beginning of decades of hostility. Chapter 3. Decades of tension. Since then, relations have been marked by sanctions, regional conflicts, diplomatic crises, and military incidents. Key developments have included economic sanctions imposed by the United States, disputes over Iran's nuclear program, proxy conflicts involving armed groups in the Middle East, naval incidents in the Persian Gulf, cyber operations attributed by various governments and analysts to both sides. Each event deepened distrust and increased the risk of escalation. Chapter 4. Why is Iran so important? Iran occupies a strategically important location. It borders key countries and lies near the Strait of Hormuz, through which a significant share of the world's oil shipments passes. Any major disruption in this region could affect global energy markets, shipping, and the international economy. This strategic importance helps explain why developments involving Iran attract worldwide attention. Chapter 5. If a war happened. This is where many people ask, what would happen if the United States and Iran entered a direct war? No one can predict the future with certainty. Military experts point out that such a conflict would depend on many factors, including alliances, objectives, geography, logistics, technology, and political decisions. A wider conflict could have consequences far beyond the battlefield. Rising global oil prices, disruptions to international trade, humanitarian crises, regional instability, diplomatic involvement from other major powers. The human and economic costs could be enormous. Chapter 6. Can war be avoided? Despite repeated periods of tension, both countries have also experienced moments of indirect negotiation and diplomacy. History shows that crises do not always end in war. International mediation, negotiations, and political decisions have often helped prevent broader military confrontation. The future will depend on choices made by leaders and changing regional circumstances. Finally, the conflict between Iran and the United States is not simply a story of military power. It is a story shaped by history, revolution, diplomacy, sanctions, security concerns, and competing national interests. Understanding how this rivalry developed helps explain many of today's events in the Middle East. Whether relations improve or deteriorate in the years ahead remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. The decisions made by both nations will continue to influence regional and global affairs for years to come. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more in-depth documentaries about world history, geopolitics, and international affairs. Thanks for watching.